guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, I hope that you're going to like this kind of content that I put on this channel and you will consider subscribing. So on Friday, I said I'm going to start today a series where I will be speaking about a woman of wisdom, a woman of great virtue, a woman of excellence, the kind of woman that we aspire, or we should aspire to be. So I don't know what culture you may be from, but I know when I was growing up that there was a certain ceremony or a ritual that was called the rite of passage, and what that was a ceremony where you are moving from a teenager into an adulthood, and there'll be a lot of advice and told about what life really is and all those things. Even though I did not go through that, but I know that that's something that was done. And I have growing up and making my own choices in life and even my own mistakes in life, I think that we somehow have lost the importance of of transitioning from being a child into being an adult. Like, we are kind of left on our own to do it by ourselves, and not because it's a fault of our parents, by any chance, but because I don't know, maybe it's the way things are, because we are scattered now, we are separated, we find ourselves working in different cities, and we go into different schools, and our parents have to go and work, and the family structure and the family system seem to have been disrupted in some way. And so as a result of that, there's so many things that are foundational in grooming young children, in grooming young women. If you listen to the first videos that I did, where I was speaking about the father wound, where there's a certain things that a woman gets from her father before she's sent out into the world. Things like identity, affirmation, and who she really is. These are the things that we learn at home. But if we don't have those kind of things and those foundations, then we are lacking, and we find ourselves, and even in our own roles, when we become women and men, that we don't know, and we just going about, and we are hoping that we are making the right choices and the right decisions, and we tend to learn by our own mistakes. But this series that I wanted to do for this next 5 days is a series of what is a woman, a woman of wisdom, what she looks like, and the kind of things that I have learned in my way when I started becoming intentional about my role as a woman, really wanting to find what it is to be a woman, because I realized that you can put on the brand, you can have a certain kind of title at your work, but when you are not grounded and you are not established into something solid and something foundational and principles, then you are bound to make mistakes. And so wisdom, if we, as we learn in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, it is a principal thing. Wisdom is something that is needed in every area of our lives. I listened to a lady very earlier on in my life, and maybe I'm gonna put a link for her channel, where she that's the first teaching that I started and listening to, because wisdom is something that we're supposed to aspire to get. So she speaks about wisdom. She says when she was 16, one thing that she prayed about was that, God, can you give me wisdom to make the right decisions? And what I've learned in my pursuit, in my journey, is that wisdom is supposed to be pursued. It doesn't come with age. It doesn't come automatically. If you don't want it, you don't get it. The Bible says that wisdom is a principal thing. So get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And so when I was, reading through the definition of wisdom as I was preparing for this message, wisdom is knowing and understanding the truth, obeying the truth, and making wise decision based on the truth. So wisdom actually is an ability to anticipate consequences. It's an ability to make your decisions, informed decisions based on truth. And if you don't have truth and you don't know what truth is, then you can't make the right decisions. And so wisdom is it's something that we're supposed to pursue, because no one is born with wisdom. It does not come with chronological age, like I said, and there's a difference between wisdom and information. We go to school, we learn a whole lot of things about how to solve complex problems. We learn about how to apply ourselves in different skills. But wisdom is acquired through pursuit and through asking. And a true wisdom is from God. And the book of James says that the wisdom from God is pure. It is peaceable. It's gentle. It's easy it's easy to be entreated. It is full of mercy and good fruits. This is wisdom that comes from God. It is not pride. It's not proud. It does not rub itself against other people. It does not, it's not haughty. And that's the wisdom that we should aspire. When we look at, when we speak about wisdom, that wisdom is a pearl, it says that it's a gem of wisdom or a pearl of wisdom. Wisdom is a treasure. Because if you think of a precious stone that needs to be, that you need to go and dig underground and be able to clean it and be able to identify that this is a stone, this is a precious stone. That's what wisdom is like. The book of, in the Bible, there's a guy it's Solomon, who asked for wisdom. And God said that God was pleased with what this guy asked, because he didn't ask for riches, he didn't ask for, that the people that he was fighting against, that God must just take care of them. But he asked for wisdom and understanding. And because he had asked that, God said he will give him honor, he will give him length of days and riches. So, and the Bible does say that when you pursue wisdom, you don't have to pursue any other thing, because it comes. Because when you are moving in wisdom and you are applying wisdom in every area of your life, that's how wisdom, that's how wisdom impacts your life in that wonderful way. And so the first principle or the first character, for me, as in my pursuit for wisdom, there's so many things that wisdom shows up. But I wanted to, just to do 5 traits or 5 characteristics of wisdom that I wanted to share with you. So wisdom, for me, it heals. So she heals. The Bible refers to wisdom as a her, and she heals. So if you have been around in your life for a number of years, you've had people who have disappointed you. You've had things that you have done to other people that you feel shame and embarrassed about. You have had some disappointment and rejection in your life. But when we come to become women of wisdom, so that we are able to move forward and be able to deliver and do what we are called to do, we need to let go of the past. We need to heal our hearts where our soul have been broken. Because the soul speaks of your mind, your thoughts, and your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. If these things are not clear and you have bitterness and unforgiveness in your heart, then it tends to contaminate and it affects most areas of your life, and you cannot move on. So one of the main thing that when we pursue wisdom is being able to sit down and to look at our lives, the way where we have made mistakes, where people have wronged us, and we decide that you are going to heal, that I am going to heal from whatever that has happened in my life that has caused my heart or my soul to be broken. Because I know that the Bible also says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. In my Facebook post today, I was reminded of the post that I posted, I think in 2017, and I had said that it's not the mouth that decides what to speak, but it is the heart. Because whatever comes out of the mouth, it comes from the heart. So if our heart is broken and our heart is full of anger and bitterness and unforgiveness, then whatever comes out of our mouth, it comes from that broken place of our hearts. So the most important thing, and one of the advice that I got from my mentor when I started on this journey, is that let pain go. Let pain, even if you were abused as a little girl, let that pain go. Because if you don't let the pain go, then you are bound to take that pain to everything that you do. And so we, to pursue wisdom, we gotta make a decision and take a responsibility for where we are, where we have been, and where we are going, and decide that I'm not going to be a victim of my circumstances, even if it wasn't my fault. But if you get in a car accident, it is still your responsibility for you to call the insurance. So your life is your responsibility. Your mental health is your responsibility. And one of the foolish things that we can do when our heart has been broken is to move on and try to get in relationships and be in this rebound when our heart has not been hurt and it has not been healed. And that's one of the important things that we must do. And so how do we do that? How do we really heal our heart? How do we really face the pains of our hearts? Our heart has been broken. One of the things that we can do is begin to tell the truth. We tell the truth about who we are, where have we hurt, and who has hurt us, and what contribution did we do to be in those situations, and how long we have allowed ourselves to stay in situations like that. And the next thing is to just choose and decide that you are not going to be a victim. Choose to be a victor. Whatever happened in your life, it happened, and you need to let go. Because if you don't let that go, then where we are going, we need to travel lights. We cannot go to the next level carrying the baggage of the past. And the next thing is forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for those people, even if they didn't ask for forgiveness. You probably know of that the say that says, if you are angry at someone, or you are holding on to bitterness and unforgiveness and bitterness, you are actually drinking the poison and hoping that someone else die. And when we grow up, and as we become women who are wise, who are intentional about what we do, about our work here in the world, about our contribution, our impacts, our influence, we need to let stuff go. There's a difference when you have a story. We all have a story to tell, and you can tell your story and sound like a victim, or you can tell your story and free people and decide that this story, how I'm going to tell my story, I am victorious. I have shown a great sense of overcoming, because that's what life is about. We are all dealt whatever would be enough for us that we can handle. And when we handle that, then we come upon the other side victorious, and we need to go back and go teach other people and share our stories with other people, so that they know how to let go and how to move on to the other side. So be that woman, be that woman who pursues wisdom, be that woman who wants to be a virtuous woman, be that woman who wants to be a Proverbs 31 woman, be that woman who heals, be that woman who tells the truth, who forgives, be that woman who is a teacher, who heals, who set people free. Be that woman who decides to bring families together. Be that woman who will speak life and use her voice to bring about healing, rather than to gossip and make other things. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. That the first characteristics and the first important thing in our journey in becoming, in becoming virtuous women, in becoming women of wisdom, is to heal. There is certain areas in your life where there's certain pain that you need to let that go. And it starts with forgiveness. It starts with healing yourself while you heal the world, because it starts with you. And so that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope that you're going to join me tomorrow as I share the next video. And I'm so grateful that you are able to be here and to listen to this message even as I share today. And I'm looking forward to the tomorrow, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this as much as I did. And leave a comment for me. Let me know what came out for you, and if let me know what came out for you, and where are you in your journey, and let me know what you think. So I will see you tomorrow on day number 2.